just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Herbert now. Rumbling past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Five yards remain on second down. Here's Herbert. He's got Burton here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Normally, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. But how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Kenneth Murray, the Chargers' leading tackler, is a rookie last year, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Sanders, a first down, still going. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll go option to the short side. Hurts fumbles it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
49 the mic, watch 49. Check back, check back.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, they turn to Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Jake Elliott for the field goal. A 45-yard penalty.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Here is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 24, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is caught. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They'll run with Sanders. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone. And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Herbert back to the air. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Herbert hooking up with Cook for an LA first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Second and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it. And picked up by the Chargers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, There's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Gould is able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So not sure how they feel about that. They had Gould in field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from Gould to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. This one into the hands of Burton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 33-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Herbert now. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, pick your game up.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this. And he's going to go down. He's backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. They'll run. It's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down and 5. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, it's Sanders, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there of finding a way to get open and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles, if they hit the PAT, they will be in the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Buying time to his left. Still on his feet. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
1st down, Charger.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Herbert. And Cook has it left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Burton here. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Working with a 2nd and 3. Herbert. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Herbert to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coaches always talk about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move.